And they're dealing with 2 injuries. One of their stars is out. No doubt that'll have an impact on the game.
2 players injured. One of their stars out. Something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at center. And for the 76ers, Simmons is out there with Harris. Then it's Shake Milton. Then it's Curry. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Simmons finds Howard. Here's Milton. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Giannis passes to Middleton. Curry against DiVincenzo. And stolen by Harris. Outside for Curry. Back to Harris. Shoots the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Middleton. And stolen by Simmons. One-on-one fast break. That's good from Howard on the assist by Curry.
Boy, I love whenever Howard leaks out in transition. He's a big, easy target to find in these situations.
Middleton on the wing. Bucks passing it around. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Middleton against Harris. And it goes down 2 points.
Man, I tell you what, Middleton does a nice job using his length inside. You know, when he gets in a good spot, he's a high percentage shooter from there.
Here's Howard. Lays it up and banks it in. Howard's got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Simmons. And the rejection by Giannis. Lopez finds Holiday. Outside, out of the Kumbo. Back to Lopez. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. To the inside. And Lopez throws it down.
Putting that stanchion to the test, the big fella. Banging it down.
The 76ers leading by 3. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside for Simmons. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Milwaukee also making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Feeds it to Tucker. Reed with the steal. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Green. Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Holiday. His three-pointers off the mark. Bucks trail by 5. From deep three-point range, Scott pulls it in. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Green passes to Scott. There's 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Holiday. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Up in time.
I like how Green utilizes his length at the defensive end. He's not uber quick, but...
And that does it for the first quarter. 76ers ahead, up 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Bucks, E.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Forbes in a shooting guard. Middleton looking it over. Pass to Portis. The shot missing. Great D that time from Green. Here's Maxey. Great D that time from Middleton. Bucks trail by 7. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
And here's Maxey. Here's Thibault. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, G.A., the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Tucker, the pass to Portis. Clock at 4. He sinks the 11-footer. Portis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Now, here's Maxey. Tight defense on him, so both teams making some changes here. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Now, here's Milton, guarded by Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Simmons passes to Howard, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Bucks trail by 5. Outside Holiday. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Simmons inside. Giannis is there, and they get it back. Howard finds Milton. Back to Howard. Passes it to Milton. Taken away by Holiday. To the paint. DiVincenzo passes to Connaughton. Holiday looking for an opening. Back to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. From outside the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And then Simmons slams it in.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Antetokounmpo up top. Guarded by Simmons. Lopez dishes to Holiday.
something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Back to DiVincenzo. Shoots over Curry. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Now here's Milton. Guarded by Holiday. Curry, good. 55 seconds left in the second quarter. Bounce pass out of Antetokounmpo. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
And Brook Lopez, a little bigger and more of an offensive player than his brother Robert. But they've both turned into quality big men in this league.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Reedy's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton. Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Out left to the wing. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Down low. Here's Portis. And it's Reed pulling it down.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Harris outside. Lets it go from 14. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
And a close game so far through the first. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. And that'll do it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice game, great performance by Brook Lopez.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Korkmaz is out there with Maxey. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Green, and it's Reed in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Just 2 to shoot. Lopez. And he overshot that one, missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Maxey passes to Reed. Here's Simmons. No good on that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
And the shot goes down.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Maxey passes to Reed. Simmons looking around. Cans the 12-footer. Simmons got 8 points. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the 76ers making a change here. Scott's checked in. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Bucks on defense. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Reed down low, defended by Portis. Now, here's Maxey. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Clock is at 3. Outside Portis. Middleton outside. Outside Holiday. Back to Middleton. Out to the right wing. Shot from the wing. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Korkmaz. And he gets it to go. Korkmaz has got his second bucket. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. The pass to Tucker. Holiday left side. Takes it down to Middleton. Pocket 6. Holiday dishes to Middleton. It's good.
I think Middleton is absolutely dynamic and when he's involved in the pick and roll. He's really skilled at his decision making. He knows when to pass and when to shoot.
Here's Maxey. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Holiday.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard's checked in for Reed. Ben Simmons comes in for Scott. Harris is checked in for Danny Green. And it's Seth Curry in for Korkmaz. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. DiVincenzo's checked in. Middleton on the wing, guarded by Harris. Back to DiVincenzo. No good with the triple. Philadelphia leading by 6. Harris passes to Maxey. Harris looking it over. Howard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice job that time using that strong body of his inside. Once Howard has positioning, I think you got to wrap him up.
Good on the second free throw. Bucks trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Harris against Middleton, and there it is for him.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closer. Here's Howard. Shoots over Portis, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Bobby Portis.
And Howard selling the up fake there, but not the worst thing to send him to the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Bucks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Kicks it to Tucker. Knocked away. And stolen by Simmons. And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be right back after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. He dishes it to Lopez. He kicks it to Forbes.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Harris passes to Howard. They double team Howard. Rebound, Milwaukee. And it's Lopez penetrating. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. That one on Harris.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
And Simmons, he's checked in for Mike Scott. Simmons dishes to Howard. Holiday. Inside and stolen by Simmons. And now the 76ers on the break. Curry leading the charge. Shoots. DiVincenzo with the rebound. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. The 76ers leading by 4. Milton finds Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. I mean, really skilled at making the defense get a little shaky when he has the ball.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Howard up on top. Pass to Milton. And the layup is good. And the 76ers lead by 6.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Now here is Holiday, defended by Milton. Holiday with it. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Milton. Howard with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, Simmons so dangerous in these open floor situations. I love his aggressiveness in getting to the right spot.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Now the dish to Lopez. Kicks it out to Giannis. And here's Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Connaughton. And they go to the intentional foul. Reedy's checked in for Dwight Howard. Milwaukee also making some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Reed kicks to Harris. Outside for Simmons. Here's Reed. The 76ers with another miss. Bucks trail by 8. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Over Simmons. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Patience is a virtue. And Chris Middleton, virtuous.
46 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Milton kicks to Reed. And Harris wide open. He shoots off target from outside. Milwaukee with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now here's Middleton. Not a lot of room. It counts.
Middleton, known as a very capable jump shooter, and what makes him so is the great confidence he has in his stroke.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Simmons left side. Now here's Milton. Defended by Middleton. Right side Curry. For the three. Doesn't go that time. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K. And a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. So the next starting five. Harden out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Griffin. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center. Good on the shot. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Jordan kicks to Harden. And it's in there.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Back to Holiday. From downtown. The rebound by the Nets. Pass to Griffin. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. That one goes in.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Jordan's got his second basket of the game.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's Harden, and the layup falls.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now here is Holiday. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Harden against Holiday. Harden dishes to Brown. Right side, Griffin. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And then for Brooklyn, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. And that one, good.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Now here's Giannis. No good on the shot, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Brown kicks to Aldridge. Harris looking it over. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Nice to see Joe Harris add this to his game. We know he's a dangerous shooter, but go ahead and mix it up on the interior.
To the wing right side, to the middle. Right side out of Kumbo, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Bucks shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And really, from second-round pick to all-star, Middleton's story inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Nets shooting their first free throw this game.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Here's Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Luwawu, the pass to Irving. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Irving's got 5.
Yeah, that ability to create a shot for himself, so important for Kyrie with the shot clock dwindling to nothing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Luwawu, and right as the buzzer sounded, he just dunked it right down. Wow!
And how about the use of that final possession? Perfect.
Oh, we...
In the gym trying to work on free throw.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Portis in at the 5.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. And then for Brooklyn, Jeff Green is checked in for Bruce Brown. And Luwawu subbed in for James Harden. Holiday against Irving.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Luwawu. Outside Irving. Up again. It's good on the putback. Claxton's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Middleton. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Nets leading by 6. Outside Irving. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 10.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Goes back up. Green with the block. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here is Harden. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And it's blocked by Jordan. Yep, that one goes.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
To the left wing. Here's Connaughton. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. 1:37 left here in the second. He feeds it to Jordan.
Wow, looks like 2017 when DeAndre came home with the dunk contest trophy. Makes it look easy there.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Harris kicks to Brown. Harris up top, defended by DiVincenzo. Brown the pass to Harris, 6 to shoot. Hits it from 3-point range. Harris has got 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And the dunk by Giannis.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Harden kicks to Brown. Back to Harden. The feed now to Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. Giannis with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Lopez, no luck. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Nets. Shooting foul, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Middleton against Harris. Here's Portis. No good that time. Jordan with some nice D. Harris inside the line. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, hasn't been close.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better at hand? That's all for now.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
So for Brooklyn now, Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brown, then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 2. The Bucks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Harden dishes to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, we've seen that a time or two from Mr. DeAndre Jordan. Nice, easy finish with that dunk.
Giannis inside. Griffin's there. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Great D that time from Green.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Nobody near Irving. And the Nets, another 3. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
From 12 feet out, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Irving's got 15.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Middleton left side. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Irving passes to Luau. Back to Irving. Here's Claxton, guarded by Tucker. There's the lob to Aldridge. Bucks trail by 20. Here is Forbes. Down low, here's Middleton. Portis trying to free himself. They get it back. Covered by Irving. Back to Portis. 1:57 left in the third quarter. The pass to Claxton. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Nets leading by 22. Aldridge dishes to Green. Back to Aldridge. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Joe Harris is checked in for Green. And James Harden subbed in for Luwawu. Stolen by Middleton. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Forbes. And the Bucks miss again.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And the jam by Harden.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
That one drops for him.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Harden outside to the paint. Here's Claxton, the kick out to Irving. Harden the pass to Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Irving's got 17.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Middleton. The putback. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. For three, Harris. The rebound by Middleton. And so it's Brooklyn, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo is out there with Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Kicks it out to Harden. Shoots it. Had the space there, but it's offline. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting around 41% on the night. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points now in just the second half. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. It's Harden with the drive. There's the dish to Griffin. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Giannis outside. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Outside for Griffin. Back to Harden. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Giannis dishes to Lopez. Holiday the pass to Lopez. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That'll be his second foul of the game.
fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
It's stolen by Kumbo.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Irving passes to Claxton. Fires from 14. It's stolen by Kumbo. Fast break, Milwaukee by himself. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The kick out to Irving. Pass to Claxton. Here's Luwawu. The Nets working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Irving. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Irving's got 19 points.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You got to play him straight up and be balanced.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. Kicks it down to Middleton. And the shot goes in.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets to the inside. Luwawu, the pass to Claxton. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Lopez up top. Aldridge is covering. Here's Middleton. Lopez. Great positioning on the putback.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nets.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kyrie Irving.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Irving kicks to Aldridge. Back to Irving. It's Aldridge, high post. The pass to Luwawu. Here's Irving. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Tucker finds Lopez. Here's Middleton. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Green dishes to Irving. Inside, here's Aldridge, and Aldridge slams it in.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And Middleton kicks it to Tucker. Pass to Middleton. Count that bucket.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Irving passes to Luwawu. Back to Irving. Green bounce pass. Here's Claxton off target.
This is where Tucker really makes his impact.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Borough of Brooklyn. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for... And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Howard. Scott is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Simmons in at the point. And for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then there's Harris. Then there's Brown. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. Harris, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
That one falls. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. 4 on the shot clock. And stolen by Howard. Scott against Griffin. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Howard, the pass to Simmons. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Harden surveying the D on the wing. Brown. Back to Harden. Pass to Jordan. The shot, no good. Excellent D from Howard. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. The kick out to Scott. Howard, the pass to Simmons. And the shot is good. Simmons got his second bucket.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. For Philadelphia, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Passes to Howard. Back to Curry. Outside, Simmons. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. The 76ers also with a sub. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Simmons penetrating to the paint. Howard. And the bucket is good. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's called about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Reed is checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Korkmaz in for Simmons.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Well, now that they have that monkey off their back, hopefully they can settle down and execute.
They kick it out to Green. That 3 off the mark. Nets trail by 6. Irving passes to Claxton. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving has proven to be a sensational teammate.
1:33 left to play in the first. Milton the pass to Reed. Back to Milton. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Nets. To the middle. Here's Claxton. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Milton with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Tries from 16. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. And so Aldridge will bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Milton the pass to Reed. They kick it out to Green. Releases. The 76ers with another miss. The Nets on offense. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Irving for 3. The shot misses. There's the pass to Reed. They kick it out to Green. No good with the triple. Tie game in Brooklyn. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris is out there with Mike Scott. Then it's Curry. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Korkmaz at the 3, the small forward.
Facilitating from the inside. I mean, that can be a valuable asset from any offense.
Now Harden. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Kept alive. Pass to Harris. Brown outside. Here's Claxton, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Blake Griffin in for Nicholas Claxton. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Simmons comes in for Matisse Thybulle. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 3 assists now in this one. Harden outside. Out to Harris. The tray. No good that time. And Philadelphia the other way now. Down low. Curry dishes to Harris. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Simmons on the wing. He's looking for Howard and finds him. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's Jordan. Back to Harden. To stop the run, and it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking shots.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played, but don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Here's Irving after Ben Simmons' bucket. Aldridge finds Irving. Back to Aldridge. Over Howard. Excellent D from Howard.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Over to the wing. Here's Korkmaz. Misses the three. Nets trail by 10. Here's Claxton. And he dunks it down.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Brooklyn making some changes. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Aldridge. And Harris subbed in for Luwawu. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Here's Maxey. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Milton. Offensive rebound. He can't get it to go. The Nets have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Bobbed up there for Green. 59 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now here's Milton. Pass to Korkmaz. Back to Milton. Over Irving. Milton's shot is good.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Irving kicks to Harris. Over Maxey. Harris's shot is good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
The 76ers leading by 5. On the wing, Milton covered by Irving. Out to the wing. Here's Korkmaz. Brooklyn with the rebound.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Here's Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Now just a 3-point Philadelphia lead.
Torch from mid-range.
And we'll be back with you shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. And here are the 76ers now. We've got Brown. Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Fournette shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Brown, the pass to Griffin. Back to Brown. And Harris wide open. He shoots. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Simmons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Simmons got 8 points.
This is where Simmons likes to shoot from. I mean, the closer he is to the rim, the better.
And here's Harden. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Dishes it to Griffin.
And when Griffin takes flight, it's a sight to see. Some of the dunks he pulls are just insane. And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Griffin draws the double for the lead. The putback, and Griffin stays with it. And the Nets lead by 1.
Now, the aggression that Griffin plays with, I mean, that's what sets him apart, whether he's attacking the basket or getting after it on the offensive glass like he does right here.
And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Here's Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line. And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. And Simmons slams it in.
This is why you must get Simmons out the paint, because he's fantastic when it comes to dunking.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Harden the pass to Jordan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Dwight Howard. How the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. It's just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Marcus Aldridge has checked in for Jordan. Outside Irving. Tipped away. Claxton the pass to Irving. Here's Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Irving dishes to Aldridge. Some solid defense from Reed.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Maxey, no good. The Nets with the lead. Green, the pass to Irving. Here's Claxton, guarded by Green. Irving with a clean look, and the Nets miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Maxey, and the layup's good off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 1.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
The feed to Aldridge. And it's Reed pulling it down. 76ers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Passes it to Korkmaz, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Milton. Claxton. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Claxton's got 13 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
40 seconds left in the third. Milton the pass to Reed. Here's Maxey. He gets that one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Irving passes to Claxton. Outside Irving. And the pass to Claxton. Over Green. Claxton with the bucket. 15 points in the game.
Well, it's just been one of those nights for him. He got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
Milton with it. Over Irving. Can't connect. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Philadelphia. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the 76ers. Tobias Harris is out there with Scott. Then there's Howard. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Simmons in at the point.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Reedy's checked in for Philadelphia. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
No good from Simmons. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 1. Harris, no good.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Back to Simmons. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Simmons against Harden. To the inside, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
That's an unforced error. That will drive a coach crazy. You got to play heads up out there.
Now Simmons. Final quarter of play. About what a beautiful point!
What intensity! Did you see that? Great. How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Now here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And here are the 76ers now. After the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Simmons. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
His energy level has never dropped in his game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D struggling to keep up.
It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
You tell me, how do you defend that? Harden's strength and command of the Rockets, it's almost unfair.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now here's Simmons. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. Pass to Simmons. Out to Harris from past the arc. The 76ers again can't hit it. Brooklyn trailing. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Harris. Irving drives in, and it's sent back by Howard. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Second chance shot, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's just an athletic, strong big man. It's hard to guard Howard, giving out power.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Harden against Simmons. And it's blocked by Simmons.
At the reach of Simmons, and he's coming into play on these blocks. You got to be careful shooting around this guy.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a 3-point play. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Free throw good by Curry.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Harden to pass to Jordan. Here's Claxton. Outside Irving. Inside. Jordan kicks to Irving. Lock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Irving continues to bury big shot after big shot. He just has a knack for stepping up in crucial moments.
Simmons looking around. Outside Curry. Harris outside. Simmons on the wing. And Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Now here is Harris. Harden missing his last shot. Harris dishes to Howard. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
I love watching Howard still doing his thing out there. A nightly double-double threat. Jumping on the chance to up their lead at the line.
Simmons against Harden. Money!
When the game is up in the air, Harden delivers. Easy to understand why he is seen as one of the best players in the league.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Simmons, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
I mean, you got to love the skill set Simmons possesses. A nightly triple-double threat. He stuffs the stat sheet.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Irving, good.
Come on, Irving is a terrific clutch shooter. He welcomes any chance he can to sink these type of shots.
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. A truly gutsy performance.
the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And a look at the injury situation. 2 players injured. One of their stars is out. Something they're going to have to overcome tonight.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
A look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Seth Curry. Simmons is out there with Harris. Then there's Howard. And it's Milton in at point. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Now here's DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And stolen by Simmons. It's tipped. Curry finds Simmons. To the paint. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
The 11-footer, and that one is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. Lopez passes to Giannis. Back to Lopez. Left side, out of Antetokounmpo. Holiday with the 3, sinks the triple.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
Now here's Curry. In the corner, Simmons with it. And Simmons slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Middleton right side. Shot clock at 5. Holiday finds Middleton. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Simmons' shot is good.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Here's DiVincenzo after Ben Simmons' bucket. Outside Holiday. Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Down low and stolen by Howard. And it's Simmons. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Here's Middleton. And again, the Bucks miss. The 76ers leading by 3. Curry with a wide open look. They get it back.
Well, that's when you love to see the strength of Dwight Howard marching through the defense and just ripping away the second chance opportunity for an easy score.
Now here's Giannis. There's 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. They need this. Hit some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Holiday's got 5.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Now here's Middleton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The kick out to Holiday. Shot from the top of the key. And that one goes long. The 76ers leading by 5. Howard drives in, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Hard to deny many of the skills that Dwight Howard brings to the floor on a nightly basis. Not just a force on defense, but has those nights on offense where he can be imposing as well.
The 76ers making a switch here. Scotty's checked in for Simmons. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Axie's checked in for Seth Curry. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. Here is Forbes. Back to Middleton. From outside, off the mark. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Maxey. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Bucks trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? They get the rebound. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get... And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis...
I like to stay locked in to the game and focus to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
E.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Connaughton kicks to Forbes. For 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Forbes, the pass to Middleton. Over Scott. They grab their own miss. Portis kicks it to Tucker. Middleton against Scott.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Thybulle. The putback. It's good on the putback. Scott's got the lead up to 9 now for Philadelphia.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Poked away to the middle. Here's Tucker. Scott pulls it in. The 76ers leading by 9. Now here's Maxey. Passes it to Scott. And it's Scott with the jam.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Middleton, the pass to Portis. Back to Middleton. Will it go? Buries the long-range jumper. Middleton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
See how skilled Middleton is, ready to pull the trigger, and the defense is going to have to do better.
Stolen by Tucker. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. And now the 76ers on the break. And that one's good. Thybulle. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Connaughton passes to Middleton. Back to Connaughton. The importance of the 3-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, There are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Curry's shot is good.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Outside Holiday. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Oh, sensational speed by Simmons, trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
DiVincenzo against Curry. From 10 feet out, DiVincenzo can't hit it. The 76ers leading by 13. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Howard. Simmons got 14.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Here's Curry. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 14 points and 1 steal. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Sixers? And that's going to do it for us here.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Shake Milton. Tobias Harris is out there with Simmons. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Howard in at the center. Middleton can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Harris kicks to Curry. Pass to Milton. Back to Curry. And he converts the layup. Curry's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the 76ers.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Giannis. He feeds it to Lopez. Knocked away and stolen by Harris. Now Milton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. And Philadelphia making a change here. Green's checked in. Harris with it. Over Holiday. Harris misses. Here's Howard. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Howard's got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. And that one, good.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. 17-point game. Over Milton. Lopez against Howard. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys are truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And Tucker kicks to Forbes. They shoot again. Shoots. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Now, here's Thibault. He's tightly guarded. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 21.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Forbes. Defended by Thibault. And Forbes has it in the corner. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for the 76ers.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. 76ers.
Philadelphia with the ball. A big stretch here going 10-2. Now, here's Maxey. Not a lot of room. Again, Philadelphia. The Bucks shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Defended by Thibault. Poke loose. From beyond the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Connaughton. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Connaughton's got his first basket.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. Yes, that goes in.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Here's Forbes. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We've got more in store for you right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
That's the way to put your vertical to good use. Dwight Howard on the jam.
Milwaukee has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Giannis inside. Simmons is there. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Middleton against Harris.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Howard finds Harris. Three-pointer. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Giannis. Middleton outside. The three. And again, the Bucks miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
DiVincenzo against Curry. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Curry's shot is off.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Philadelphia leading by 22. Simmons looking it over. Outside for Curry. Back to Milton. 4 on the clock. The 76ers with another miss.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Middleton with it, and Curry picks him up defensively.
But that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Korkmaz checked in for Tobias Harris. Outside, Simmons. Now the pass to Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Howard's got 4 this quarter.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Korkmaz kicks to Simmons. Now here's Milton. Lopez covering Korkmaz. A fresh 14 for Philadelphia. Howard, that's good.
Hard for the defense to deal with the massive size of Howard. That kind of D does not affect a big guy like him in the slightest.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. Really left alone that time.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Here's Giannis. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Howard against Holiday. Pass to Simmons. Now here's Milton. His three-pointers off the mark. Now the Bucks moving it up. Giannis passes to Lopez. Kicks it out to Giannis. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Over Simmons. Lopez, no luck. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Philadelphia.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ben Simmons.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Bronsdakis. Five to shoot. That one, no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Connaughton passes to Portis. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Here's Scott. Maxey controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A resounding victory for the And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for the Nets, we've got Harden. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
The 15-footer. The shot comes out, and Milwaukee will come the other way. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Rebound, Brooklyn.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
And that one's good by Giannis.
And the Greek freak, boy, I tell you, certainly gets the green light. I mean, from that position especially. He's really developed into a nice scorer from that spot on the floor.
Now here's Harden. Right at the free throw line. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Here is Harden. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Takes it down to Middleton. 5 on the clock. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Pulls up. No good off the back of the rim. The Bucks trail. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. DiVincenzo. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
And the Nets with possession here after the basket by Milwaukee. And that one is good. Jordan's got his second basket.
Well, the paint is Jordan's home turf now. He moves and shoots with real confidence inside.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Middleton against Brown. Shoots from 14. Here's Lopez, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And here is Irving. Here's Aldridge. The kick out to Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Middleton, the pass to Tucker. Back to Middleton. Count it.
I think Middleton is absolutely dynamic and when he's involved in the pick and roll. He's really skilled at his decision making. He knows when to pass and when to shoot.
Now here's Irving. 36 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Bucks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Middleton, and it's sent back by Irving.
Irving bringing a little more intensity to the defensive end there, using his speed to get ahead of that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Now here's Irving. No points in the game yet for him. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Bucks on top. They lead. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying.
Being able to go through adversity and come out stronger.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We've got Green down out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Claxton in at the 4. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Forbes, and he lays it straight in. Forbes has got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks.
Boy, Forbes showing you some quick-footedness there. Nice instincts.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. A nice shot by Aldridge.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
From deep, Forbes can't get it to go.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Irving can't hit.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Portis can't get it to go. Nets trail by 4. Here's Griffin, and then Griffin with the dunk.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And he gets it back. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got 6 in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Griffin dishes to Jordan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans,
a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bucks leading by 4. And Holiday, here we go. Here's Giannis. And the basket, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Putting that Stanton to the test, the big fella, banging it down.
Harden surveying the D. Pass to Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
Griffin against Giannis. Back to Holiday. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Holiday against Irving. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Middleton's got the lead up to 7 now for Milwaukee. Harden kicks to Aldridge. DiVincenzo against Harris. And he gets the bucket. Harris has got his first points in this one.
Harris doing a nice job there, guys, of maintaining his focus and concentration on a tough take.
3 seconds left. Misses the layup.
That's not the type of...
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much. And that does it for our...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that...
Oh!
Oh, man! And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there. And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Brown feeling out a bit. And then Brown with the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's Nora. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Luwawu, the pass to Aldridge. And stolen by Portis. Here's Nora, covered by Irving. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Forbes. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds now tonight. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Portis kicks it to Tucker. Here's Nora. He's covered by Irving. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Outside Irving. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
And Forbes has it in the corner. Passes it to Tucker. Middleton on the wing. 6 to shoot. Good on the bucket. Middleton's got 9.
That's just what we call man-up strength from Middleton. I mean, taking the hit and then kind of effortlessly knocking down the shot as well.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the third. Irving, count that one.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Brown is checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot.
Boy, what a journey it's been for Irving. An all-star, a champion. He's played on the U.S. national team and even did a little acting along the way.
Here's Forbes. Banked in off the glass. He's got 8. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, here is Irving. He's got 5. Floats one, and that one drops for him. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Middleton on the wing. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Griffin. Joe Harris is out there with Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the center position. And Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Guarded by Harden. Middleton looking it over. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Harris. Lopez with the steal. Here's Middleton. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bucks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Inside, and the dunk by Lopez.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive.
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Brooklyn trailing. And there's the pass to Griffin. Here's Harden. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Middleton drives in. He gets it in there.
Middleton is simply a very versatile and dangerous offensive player. He's clever at using the pull-up jumper in the right spots to balance out his shot-making repertoire.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Drops in the layup for two.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Harden kicks to Jordan. Harden outside. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Pass to Giannis. The Bucks working the ball around. That shot off. Great D that time from Jordan. There's the lob to Harden. Hammers the alley-oop through.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Outside Holiday. To the paint. Pass to Nora. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. DiVincenzo finds Lopez. can't hit the free throw line jump. Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And Harris plays with such freedom and fearlessness. He's a guy you can count on to take and make big shots.
Passes to Lopez. On the wing, Giannis. Trying to get open is DiVincenzo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo, get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really create a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting.
Griffin's check in for the Nets. Bruce Brown comes in for Irving. Harden against Holiday. Harden right side. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Fast break, Milwaukee. And here we go.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. It's Harden with the drive, stolen by Holiday. DiVincenzo finds Middleton, bangs home the trifecta. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial. And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
Here's Portis. Offline. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. A narrow. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. The sun shining brightly on downtown Philadelphia. Quite a few injuries here. Between the two teams, 5 players out tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
So the net starting 5. Griffin is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And for Philadelphia, Harris is out there with Scott. Then there's Seth Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Simmons in at the point guard. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Harden against Simmons. Pass to Howard. And Doris, tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
Kicks it out to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Just so well coordinated there. Great hands, and then Griffin's such a good finisher out of that pick and roll.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Simmons. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Griffin finds Harden. Back to Griffin. Harden scanning the floor. And the jam by Harden.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Simmons. Howard trying to free himself up. Misses from close range. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Harden kicks to Harris. On the wing, Brown. Back to Harris. Right side, Griffin. Top of the key, Harris. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
You know, the big man coming through. Dwight Howard right now determined to score it.
Here is Harden following the basket by Dwight Howard. Harden left side. He dishes it to Brown. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Passes it to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
The 76ers trail by 4. Simmons with it. And Simmons slams it in.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here is Harden. 76ers getting the bucket. Left side, Jordan. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Harris dishes to Simmons. 1:32 left in the first quarter. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Now here's Green. Back to Irving. Dishes to Aldridge. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Woo-hoo, Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Now, here's Maxey, covered by Irving. Maxey passes to Harris. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
Here's Milton. The rebound by the Nets.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
It's stolen by Harris. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets lead by 4. And in chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Maxey. Green is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Reed, and it's Milton in at the 2. On the wing, Green. Makes it off the glass.
Well, how about the versatility? Danny Green on the interior. Go ahead.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Irving passes to Claxton. Shot clock at 5. The shot. The pass to Aldridge. And another shot. Outside, Green to the inside. Nets passing it around. Right side, Irving. Launches a 3. He's off on that one.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Green passes to Maxey. Now Thybulle. Inside, Reed. That one, no good. Aldridge with some nice D. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Blake Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. And James Harden subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. In transition, here come the Nets. Harris with the ball, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. A drive by Scott. Outside for Curry. The 76ers with another miss. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Pass to Simmons. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Simmons got 6 points. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Brooklyn leading by 3. And 1:01 left to play in the first half. Harden dishes to Brown to the middle. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Both teams deciding to change it up. For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Maxey passes to Milton. 41 seconds left in the first half. Here's Reed. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Outside Irving. Up again, and it's Aldridge on the follow. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the game to go.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Maxey. Basket good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Luwawu. That will count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that's going to do it for us here, the second half of action.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Shutting the floor for the Nets. They've got Griffin. Harris is out there with Harden. Then there's Brown, and it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. Harden against Simmons. Harden kicks to Jordan. Now, here is Harden. Defense is right there. The 76ers lead it. Here's Simmons. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Simmons got 10 points in the game.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
Here's Brown, and it's sent back by Howard. And they're able to recover. Harris inside. Curry meets him. Harris's shot is good.
Joe Harris so good at keeping his composure in intense situations. Nice job playing through contact.
Philadelphia shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting in all cylinders. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Now Harden, he has 6. Brown finds Harden. Now here's Griffin. Harden outside, just 5 on the clock. And the jam by Harden.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Simmons dishes to Howard. Back to Simmons. Over Harden. Jordan with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Harden outside. Back to Brown. Harris outside. That's tipped. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Here's Jordan. And the layup is good. And the Nets lead by 3.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Down low. Here's Howard. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Nets leading by 3. On the wing, Brown wants to get it to Simmons and does. One-on-one fast break. Here's Curry. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
You can see how hard it is to shake Seth Curry's focus. Body him up all you want. If this guy's locked in, he's going to get a bucket.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Mike Scott. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Simmons looking it over. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting. Nets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Outside Irving. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Maxey's checked in for Simmons. Here's Maxey. .52 seconds left here in the third quarter. Reed the pass to Maxey. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Reed misses.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Outside Irving. Passes it to Claxton. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Maxey passes to Reed, and that one drops. Reed's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Irving attacking. Over Maxey. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. That's the end of the third, and it's... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Matisse Thybulle. Howard is out there with Harris. Then there's Maxey. And it's Korkmaz in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Claxton, no good. The 76ers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Now, here's Maxey, guarded closely. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And some changes here for the 76ers. Mike Scott's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Curry comes in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Blake Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Brown is checked in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Irving. Harden gets the bucket.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Simmons inside, guarded by Harden. Here's Howard, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Dwight Howard's massive frame makes him a problem on the interior. Good job drawing contact.
And both free throws good for Howard. Here is Harden. And here is Brown. The dish to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Curry deciding where to go with it. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Here's Harris. He kicks it to Simmons. Back to Harris. Just 4 to shoot. Harden against Simmons. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Harden dishes to Griffin. Rebound by the 76ers. Stolen by Harden. Harris outside. Jordan kicks to Harris. He dishes it to Griffin. Clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Dwight Howard.
And a big man that plays with a lot of versatility in his game. Opponents have to be cautious of Griffin on the drive.
A free throw drops for Griffin. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for the Nets. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
And they take the lead. And the 76ers lead by 1.
You have to want to be ready in big moments, and Seth Curry delivers big time.
Harden outside. The kick out to Brown. And the pass to Griffin. Shoots. That one off the back iron and out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
On its way from Curry for 2. It's hauled in by Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Outside Griffin. Here's Jordan. And that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. I have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. After you guys.
Well, Dwight Howard has got to get such satisfaction for delivering in the clutch.
Outside Irving. Pass to Claxton. Harden outside. Outside Irving. Takes the 13-footer. Good!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
The block by Simmons. It's in!
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
Up top, Brown. Jordan, the pass to Irving. From 11 feet away. Oh, missed it. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
5 seconds left in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Timeout called, the Nets. They trail by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. What a show they put on here.